Good evening and welcome back. In the early days of building a business, every rupee feels like a victory. You say yes to the big budget, to the custom request, and to the client who just needs a small tweak. You think you are being accommodating. You think you are growing. But here's the hard truth. Every yes to a bad fit client is a silent no to your own freedom. This is the growth paradox. Most founders believe that more revenue equals a stable business. In reality, the wrong kind of revenue creates a service trap that makes your business more fragile, more stressed, and impossible to scale. Today, we are looking at why your biggest clients might be the very thing stopping you from ever becoming a great company. Part 1: The Customization Curse. Growth is built on repetition, scale is built on systems, but customization is the enemy of both. When you agree to a unique project just because the check is large, you aren't building a business. You are starting a new one from scratch every Monday. Custom work requires your brain, standard work requires your systems. If you have to brainstorm a new process for every new client, you can't delegate, you can't automate. Every custom request adds what we call operational complexity. This is a hidden tax that makes every future project harder. You become a high paid prisoner to a client's specific whims, trapped in a loop where you are the only one who can solve the problems because there is no system to follow. Part 2: The Talent Leak. Your business isn't just made of clients, it's made of talent. And high maintenance clients are the number one killer of high performing teams. Your best employees joined you to build something great, not to fight a client's imaginary fires at 9 pm. When you accept a toxic client for the sake of revenue, you're sending a clear message to your team. Money is more important than your sanity. The result is a talent leak. Your best people, the ones who value structure and excellence, will leave first. You are left with the chaos tolerant staff who don't care about the systems, and your culture begins to rot from the inside out. You've traded your long term human infrastructure for a short term bank deposit. Part 3: The Maintenance Tax. We often calculate profit by subtracting expenses from the revenue, but we forget the attention tax. Let's look at the math. Client A pays you rupees 1 lakh per month, follows your systems perfectly, and they take only 1 hour of your time every single month. Client B pays you rupees 5 lakhs per month, ignores your processes completely, demands daily calls, and requires 100 hours of your soul every single month. On paper, client B looks 5 times bigger than client A. In reality, client A has an hourly profitability of rupees 1 lakh per hour, whereas client B has an hourly profitability of just rupees 5,000 per hour. The growth paradox is that we keep chasing client B because we are addicted to the top line number, while client A is the one who's actually funding our lifestyle, our systems, and our future. To scale, you must stop looking at the size of the check and you must start looking at the ROI of your attention. Part 4: Designing the Roster. You have to move from being an artist who does everything to a utility that does one thing perfectly. This requires a shift in positioning. You stop selling creativity, which is subjective and infinite, and you start selling certainty. When you sell a specific outcome or a result through a specific process, you gain the power of saying no to anyone who wants to do it differently. This is called negative selection. You want to be unattractive to the wrong clients so that you can be irresistible to the right ones. It's not being rude, it's simply being a professional. A doctor doesn't ask you how you want your surgery to be done. They have a system, and your business should be no different. The Architect's Toolkit. Here's how you actually fix your roster and stop chaos growth this week. Experiment number 1. The profit versus pain matrix. List your top 10 clients, rate them between 1 to 10 on revenue and 1 to 10 on ease. A client who's high on revenue and low on ease is a system killer. You must either force them into your system or fire them to make room for 3 system fit clients. Experiment number 2. The menu test. Create a one-page engagement policy. It lists your tools, your communication hours, and your specific approval process. Send it to your most difficult client as a new operational standard. If they push back, they aren't your clients. They are a boss you never asked for. Experiment number 3, the anti-lead filter. Add a starting ad price and how we work section to your contact form. Intentionally disqualify people who want custom or quick work. It is better to have 5 perfect fit leads than to have 50 maybe leads. Part 6. The final idea. Growth isn't an addition problem, it's a subtraction problem. You don't need a bigger team, you just need a tighter filter. The moment you stop chasing every single rupee is the moment you actually start building a machine that truly works for you. But even if you fix your client roster, you might still be struggling with the most expensive resource in your business, the clock. As long as you are selling your hours, you're still a worker. In the next video, I'm going to show you exactly how I stopped selling my time to the highest bidder and how to finally decouple your income from your calendar. So thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Good night.